Infoods citrusy cake. So today I'm going to be showing you how to make lemon poppy seed loaf cake, which is very easy and the flavor is just amazing. I have a couple of ingredients which you're going to find listed in the right quantity in the description box. So I'm going to add in sugar to my bowl. That is a cup of sugar. Over here I have 2 very fresh lemons. I need 2 tablespoons of lemon zest, so I'm going to zest the green part of the lemon. Adding in 2 tablespoons of lemon zest is going to bring a very sharp and tangy flavor to your cake in a good way. Pick my next lemon and repeat. Make sure not to grate the white part because the cake will turn out bitter. So I'll be using my fingertips to squeeze in the lemon zest into the sugar to release the natural oils from the lemon zest. After mixing, I have some very fragrant and flavorful lemon sugar. So to my bowl, I'm going to be adding in some margarine. If you don't have some margarine, you can add some butter. Go in with my spatula just to combine the lemon sugar with the margarine. At this point, I'm going to crack in 2 eggs. And at this point, you're going to preheat your oven at 180 degrees Celsius for 10 minutes. Line your baking loaf tin with parchment paper and spray with cooking spray. If you don't have the cooking spray, you can spread some margarine or butter and line with the parchment paper. So I'm going to whip up my eggs until nice and creamy. I'm going to start off by using low speed so that I can combine the eggs with the sugar and margarine. Then I'm going to increase the speed to high, whip up my butter until it's very nice and fluffy. By whipping up the butter until doubled up in size, the outcome is going to be a very fluffy cake. Scrape the sides of my bowl to make sure everything is coming along nicely. This is how my butter is looking. It's very nice and smooth. You can spot the lemon zest in my butter. So to my bowl, I'm going to be adding in some vanilla essence, salt, baking powder, mixing using my spatula. It smells so good. I'm going to use the same lemons that I used to get my zest to get a tablespoon of lemon juice. Mixing the lemon juice. This is going to add some very nice lemon flavor to my cake. At this point, I don't need a mixer. I'm just going to be using my spatula. You are going to add your all-purpose flour together with milk, alternating and mixing until fully combined. Go in with my spatula, mix the flour into the butter. Add some more all-purpose flour, mix in. And gradually add in some milk. Do not overmix your butter while mixing, because once you overmix, the cake is going to crack on top. When your butter is looking very nice and flowing without being very runny, the butter is ready. So I'm going to add in poppy seeds to my butter. Fold in the poppy seeds into the butter. My oven is ready for my cake, and also my cake batter is ready. So I'm going to quick my Loaf pan and transfer the butter in the pan. This is looking very nice and smelling so good. Evenly distribute the butter in the pan. Make sure you get everything from the bowl. Tap 2 times on my countertop to remove the excess air bubbles in my butter and also level up my butter in the tin. While adding butter to your tin, always make sure to add halfway, because if you add the butter past halfway, your cake is going to spill while in the oven. So yeah, that is a very good tip. So I'm going to be baking my cake for around 45 minutes to 50 minutes, or you can check if the cake is ready by inserting a skewer in the cake. Once the skewer comes out clean, the cake is ready. Also, you'll have some very nice golden brown color on top. That's how you know that your cake is ready. After the cake is ready, remove the cake from the oven and let the cake cool for around 10 minutes in the tin. Tap your cake on the countertop to release the cake from the tin, and place the tin upside down on the palm of your hands and invert the cake. Remove the parchment paper and transfer to a cooling rack so that the cake can cool completely. I love how gorgeous the cake is looking. It's moist, fluffy. You can see the poppy seeds, lemon zest, and ham. The cake flavor is just spot on. Check out how fluffy my cake is looking. This always excites me when my cake turns out this good. Well, I'm a huge fan of citrus fruits in cake because the outcome is always delicious, fluffy, and so moist. So to begin with, you're going to find all the ingredients listed in the description box down below in the right quantity. So you are going to start off by prepping your tin. This is how a Bundt tin looks like. So you're going to spray your tin with baking spray, or if you don't have the baking spray, you can spread some margarine or butter. Add in 1 tablespoon of all-purpose flour. Tap the excess all-purpose flour from the tin and place aside, ready for the batter. To my bowl, I'm going to add in sugar. Next, I'm going to be zesting 2 tablespoons of orange zest. So this is a very fresh orange, since oranges are in season. You're going to zest the orange part, not the white part, because once you get the white part into the cake is going to turn out bitter. Once done, I have 2 tablespoons of orange zest. So I'm going to go in with my hands. This is how my sugar is looking after rubbing in my orange zest. You can spot the orange zest and also the sugar as a hue of orange. So this is ready. At this point, you're going to preheat your oven at 180 degrees Celsius for 10 minutes. So the next thing is to add in my margarine. You can also use butter. This is 1 cup of margarine. Whip up my margarine until fully combined with the sugar. Once combined, I'm going to scrape the sides of my bowl. Add in 3 eggs. Using high speed, I'm going to cream together the margarine, sugar, and eggs until fluffy. That is around 2 to 3 minutes. This is how my butter is looking after 3 minutes. It's nice and smooth and fluffy. I'm going to squeeze in 1 whole orange juice into the butter. Using a mixer, I'm going to whip up the orange juice, which is going to add a lot of flavor to our orange cake, for around 30 seconds. Scrape the sides of my bowl, and now I'm ready to go in with my dry ingredients. So I'm going to add in some all-purpose flour, baking powder, half a teaspoon of salt, and using a spatula, I'm going to carefully fold in the all-purpose flour together with the sugar and the baking powder into the wet ingredients. At this point, you don't need a mixer, all you need is a spatula. The butter is smelling so good and refreshing since we added orange zest and some orange juice for some flavor. Add in some more all-purpose flour, fold in, add in my milk. I'm using 250 ml milk. Add in the rest of the all-purpose flour and the rest of the milk. While mixing the wet ingredients with the dry ingredients, don't overmix, just fold in carefully, and when everything is fully combined, the batter is ready for the tin. I'm going to transfer the butter into the Bundt tin as I move around. This is to evenly distribute the butter. Scrape my bowl to get everything into the Bundt pan. Level up your butter using your spatula. And a quick tip for you, whenever you are baking a cake, don't add the butter past halfway, because if you add the butter past halfway, the cake might spill while baking in the oven. So check on that. So yeah, my cake is ready to go into the oven. You're going to bake your cake at 180 degrees Celsius for 15 minutes, or you can check if the cake is ready by inserting a skewer, and when the skewer comes out clean, the cake is ready. After 15 minutes, this is how my orange Bundt cake is looking, and it's looking so gorgeous. Just look at that. And I can't wait to have my first bite. So I'm going to let the cake cool for around 10 minutes in the tin, and then I'm going to invert the cake to cool further. I'm going to tap my cake 2 times on my countertop, place my cooling rack on top, and then invert. Just look at that. After completely cooling my cake, this is how it's looking. Using a serrated knife, I'm going to carefully cut a slice of my orange Bundt cake. And wow, just look at my cake. The cake is looking moist, fluffy, and you can spot some orange zest and also a very nice orange hue color on my cake. Always use a serrated knife to cut your cakes because it makes a very clean cut. So there you go, guys. My orange Bundt cake is just worth trying, and the flavor, the orange flavor in the cake is just amazing. So I hope you'll be trying out this cake recipe, and also you can check the description box for more cake recipes. Catch you on my next episode. Bye.